Although it appears that Robinhood, the popular trading and investing broker dealer, has been hacked. Reports are that nearly 2,000 customer accounts have been compromised. Wanted to talk about this briefly, think about the ramifications, and think about what we might do to protect ourselves in general. Now, as a reminder, I have been a little bit critical of fintech. I think they are great because they are bringing investing and other financial tools to people that don't normally have access to these types of things. And I am in general in favor of more people investing and more people investing at an earlier age. Now, unfortunately, I do think that these applications, because of their video game like nature, can exacerbate behavioral mistakes, investing mistakes, cognitive errors, things of that nature. Now, I've talked about some of this here. I have also talked about all of these cognitive errors and behavioral biases in a multitude of videos. You're free to check all those out here. But today we want to talk about kind of this problem, these hacking at Robinhood. Now, customers are saying that they don't see signs that their emails uh, were being hacked. And to Robinhood's credit, they did, immediately send out push notifications to their customers, telling them to turn on two-factor authentication, which provides some additional protection. However, it looks like there was a bit of a failure there, that hackers were able to get around two-factor authentication. One of the things they were able to do was, even though the accounts had been suspended, the hackers were able to come in with some fake IDs to get it turned back on and then route it to the hackers' accounts, and causing this problem. Now, the problems with two-factor authentication are not new. We've been talking about these since 2014. Hackers are able to intercept these tokens. Uh, they are able to hack into phone carrier accounts, and then they can forward calls and text messages to their accounts. There have been kind of teams, farms set up to harvest confirmation codes, and hackers have been able to register malicious devices as being safe devices on the account. So then they get the information that's needed for two-factor authentication. Um, Now, the problem really isn't with two-factor authentication, it's really with everything around it, right? So the account recovery process, we saw this with Robinhood where fake IDs were used to turn it back on. We've seen this where, again, trusted devices aren't really all trusted because they're able to put a malicious device on the trusted device list. And then the underlying accounts, if you're able to hack into the email account, you're able to hack into the phone carrier account, then it kind of breaks down this two-factor authentication process. Now, I am not an expert, but there are some options out there for you. Of course, the bad option is just to have one-factor authentication where you just have your ID and your password, and that's it. A good option, but not really, is this SMS or this text two-factor authentication where you log in and then you're texted a confirmation code to verify that it's you. But because hackers seem to be able to easily intercept these, it doesn't seem like a very good option anymore. A better option would be to get a dedicated app, something like Google Authenticator. I'm not a proponent of that one in particular, but that is another option. Of course, the best option in terms of maximum security is a hardware device. So there's these hardware tokens, they're a USB device, you plug it in there, and you have to have that exact device to get things to work. Of course, the problem there is you could lose it, or you don't have it with you. The same can be said with your cell phone, I suppose, although you can replace your cell phone. But it complicates it a little bit. So you really have to kind of, weigh, protection versus convenience when you go down this list. But for all intents and purposes, do what you can to protect your money. It's your money. I hate to see it go to hackers. Thanks so much.